Dear shareholder, the first half of 2017 was pretty good in terms of business for Mutandis. Consolidated revenues are up about 10% at 616 million dirhams versus 558 for the first semester of 2016. Over the last 2 years, revenues are up 19% in consolidated terms. It was pretty much uneven between our 4 lines of businesses. Detergents were almost flat in the first half, but actually our own brands were up, satisfactory performance, but Toll production was down, and that we can't do much about it. In seafood, in the seafood business, the semester was good. It was a nice growth versus last year, a rebound versus a somewhat average first half of 2016. In food bottles, we had a nice first half, good growth, a little bit over what we expected in terms of consumer and overall consumption of soft drinks here in Morocco. Exports were okay also in that line of business. Finally, first half of 2017 was the first time we were running a fruit juice business after the acquisition of the Marrakesh brand, which is a very strong and historical brand in Morocco, but a company which was really in financial troubles and difficulties in 2016. So we finalized and closed the acquisition by the late first quarter of 2017. Had only 3 months in our semester of that business, but also are trying to put the product back into the channels as the previous owners could no longer produce in 2016 for financial difficulties. It's a great brand. We like it. We have lots of ambition, and we think it has a lot of potential, and it's up to us to give it all its luster as it deserves. In terms of margins, the first semester of 2017 was a little bit less favorable than the first half of 2016. We had a strong increase in raw materials and packaging, both for detergents and for seafood. Tin cans were higher, edible oil was higher, chemicals, raw materials were higher, and also energy costs, fuel oil, gas oil, electricity, everything was a little bit more expensive or significantly more expensive in the first half of 2016. We are not in a position to immediately compensate the increase in those costs by raising prices to the consumer or cutting other operating costs and making productivity gains. This has started actually, but it will give its full effects in 2018. So if we take only the first half of 2017, EBITDA was down because margins were down. EBITDA was down about 8% to 71 million dirhams versus 78 in the first half of 2016, but versus 59 in the first half of 2015, so still over 2015. For the full year 2017, we believe we're going to be in a position to compensate the weaker margins in the first half, and we'll be in a position to be about flat for the whole EBITDA, for the full year EBITDA, whereas revenues for the full year should continue to grow and be up, and EBITDA will be flat in spite of the sharp increase in raw materials we're experiencing in 2017. 2018 should help us compensate again. So a good first half overall, and until our next reporting, I thank you for your attention.